and this is a man who can certainly say, have saddle, will travel. It's Darren Andrews who is able to join us. And I've looked up this afternoon how many miles that he has covered in order to, over the last, 24 hours in order to get here. And the answer is 402, because Darren was not only riding but successful at Hexham races in Northumberland yesterday afternoon, the Heart of All England Hunter Chase there. And this afternoon, 402 miles away, he is with us at Upcott Cross. Yeah, well, lovely to see you. Well done getting here.
Yeah, no, definitely. No,
and Dr. Kananga won, so it was a long way, but it was worth it.
It was a long way. We fancied him. The ground.
You said that with feeling. It was a long way.
It was a long way, yeah. But you know, when you win and you go that far, the drive home is half the same.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, it was good, and it was nice for Ben and Sally and, you know, the owner and that. You know, it takes a lot to travel all the way up there, and, you know, if it doesn't go right, it's a long drive home.
I was going to say.
Luckily, it was a good drive home for them as well. So no, look, he's a nice one to go forward. It's probably, I mean, Ben hasn't confirmed yet, but it might be him done for the season if we don't get much more rain. And he probably, with Ben getting his licence, he'll look to run under rules now.
Yeah, and you led all the way.
Yeah,
in terms of the actual race, I'm sure you led all the way up the motorway as well. But
well, yeah. They let me have a soft lead.
We've got a slight problem with microphone droop. Just push it up a little bit, Darren, and then we'll work on it in just a second.
No, led all the way. He when he's got company, he's quite keen going, and he's quite free. And it's taken Ben and myself really 3 seasons to settle him in a way. So to get a soft lead like that, I wasn't doing anything in front on my own. I probably could have done with company, so probably made a difference just being able to doss it in front and dictate and do what I wanted to do, and, you know, made my best way home. So
and what was the ground like? Because only 2 finished.
Soft, heavy in places, definitely.
Right.
They'd watered all week. They'd done a very good job watering, and I think they stopped watering Thursday and then said, right, we'll see what rain we get Friday, and yeah, they got plenty. I drove all the way up there in torrential rain, and I mean, it wasn't very nice.
But at a glance at the form book, Dr. Kananga had been running in races against the winner of the Aintree Fox Hunters and indeed Porlock Bay at Cheltenham.
Yeah, the form was right for him, and I mean, he was tying between favouritism with the favourite, and I had a good look through the form of the favourite, and I thought, you know, he's got every right to be favourite on his form, but what he'd been beating actually on that ground was nothing. Whereas my lad, we knew he'd cope with it, and yeah, he's like you say, the form of his races he's been running this season, he's come out on top. So no, very happy.
And Ben Clark, the trainer, we talked to him at Fleet last week, about to take out the licence, and obviously he struck me as he walked away from the microphone. Youngish guy going places.
Very much so, very much so. He's got some lovely owners and good backing, you know, and now he's got some nice horses to go to war with. The Galloping Bear, I mean, you know, rated 139 off the back of his good form, and you could say after, you know, beating Samatigal and Porlock Bay going to beat that, and he's probably the best hunter chaser in the country now looking at him, and you know, for Ben to have a horse like that, to be going into his first season training is what dreams are made of, really. Hopefully Dr. Kananga, maybe I should have sat a bit quieter over the line. Hopefully his handicap mark won't go too stupid. Yeah, look, it is one of them, and you know, for Ben to have a couple of nice horses, and he's got some really nice youngsters coming through, and you know, I hopefully between us and, you know, his girlfriend Sally, they're going to have a couple of pointers just to tip away with as well, to bring through the ranks, to go under rules of him. And I think there's a lot of trainers out there this season that have turned around and gone, do you know what, we'll bite the bullet and we'll go and get our licence, because you never know. Hopefully we're over the worst of this COVID, but if it comes back again, they've got that option to keep going, and I think it's a very good move for him.
Nice positive to take out of it all, isn't it?
Yeah, and a very good move for him. He deserves it, and he does a very good job with them. And you know, for me, then it's easy. It's to drive there, steer them, and drive home.
Final thought. It struck me. You've got a very nice book of rides today, including Cottage Rose, who's actually raced against Dr. Kananga.
We went to Cofferstone that day, and I said I'd ride them both. I was being a bit bullish, thinking it would split. Didn't split. I chose him over Cottage Rose, and luckily he did the job, and she wasn't too far behind him. No, very nice book of rides today. Looking very hopeful. The ground The ground, I mean, it's walking sort of good to soft. Whether it,
soft in the old place, I think.
Yeah, whether it will ride a bit dead later, who knows? But no, very happy. 5 rides, and fingers crossed we get another winner.
2 roses, Cottage Rose and the Dartmoor Rose, River Myth as well. Which one would you pick out above all? Wow. Anything you're particularly looking forward to?
I'd have to pick River Myth out because she's a favourite of mine. I've won 9 on her, so for her, the only worry is
what about last time?
She actually was very heavily in season, and she unfortunately I think tried to colic after.
Right. So there's a decent excuse.
Yeah, there's a decent excuse. She was she was a very upset tummy after, and hopefully she's well over that, and she's finally out of a season. Her marishness, and we can go again. So no, I fancy her, and to be fair, both the roses, they're coming into it off the back of a win. I got a couple of nice maidens. One to note is Master Sam Bellamy, travelling down from up country. He finished 4th in a Leicester Hunter Chase behind Cousin Pascal, Chamaron and Envoy Special.
All right.
He was, he's 20 odd lengths behind, but for a maiden, he, fingers crossed he does the job today.
Excellent. Well, look, lovely to see you here today. I imagine when the alarm clock went off this morning, you thought, oh no. But if you've got rides like that, then that gets you out of bed.
That's just it. You get out of bed for these things, don't you? And like I say, riding winners, it's what you try and, it's what you want to do every day. And very happy. Hopefully, the farm's on about mowing tomorrow, so it could be a long day sat in a tractor.
And the Heart of All England's a proper good race to win as well.
Yes, no, they were all there banging on about it. All the boys up that way, and I was thinking, oh, lovely.
Yeah. So, well done.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Cheers. Thank you very much.
Thanks very much indeed to Darren, successful at Hexham yesterday, and looking forward to a good book of rides here this afternoon as well.